Gentlemen, before we begin, if you're over 50 and care about your prostate, your energy, your health, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It helps more men like you get access to this vital information, and it supports this channel so I can keep making content that protects your health and your future. Thank you. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about how your daily food choices are affecting your prostate? Most men don't until the symptoms hit. Trouble urinating, constant pressure, waking up at night again and again. These aren't just signs of aging. They're often signs that your prostate is inflamed and under attack, and food is one of the biggest culprits. But here's the good news. Once you know which foods to cut, you can dramatically reduce swelling, improve urine flow, and even boost testosterone naturally. As a urologist with over 30 years of experience, I've seen one simple fact hold true again and again. What you eat either protects your prostate or destroys it. And there are 3 specific foods that quietly sabotage men over 50 every single day. They're often hidden in your kitchen, your favorite snacks, even in health foods. But they increase estrogen, decrease testosterone, and inflame the prostate, often silently, until symptoms become serious. In the chapters ahead, I'll show you exactly what those 3 foods are, how they harm your prostate, and what powerful, natural alternatives you can eat instead. Because you deserve more than pills and surgeries. You deserve knowledge, prevention, and strength. Let's get started with the first dangerous food that men over 50 must stop eating immediately. The first food that endangers your prostate may surprise you: soy-based products. Yes, tofu, soy milk, soy protein, and even some energy bars that claim to be healthy are often packed with soy derivatives. The problem isn't just the soy itself. It's the high levels of phytoestrogens it contains. Phytoestrogens are plant compounds that mimic the hormone estrogen inside your body. And for men over 50, that's a dangerous game. As testosterone naturally declines with age, your hormonal balance becomes more sensitive. Introducing large amounts of estrogen-like compounds disrupts that balance further. When estrogen increases in a man's body, even slightly, it can lead to prostate enlargement, lowered libido, reduced muscle tone, fatigue, and a drop in motivation. I've seen it time and time again in patients. Those who consume soy regularly often present with hormonal imbalances that affect both their prostate and their confidence. But it's not just hormones. Studies have shown that excessive soy intake may contribute to prostatic inflammation, especially when combined with other processed ingredients. Inflammation is one of the core triggers of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, a condition that affects nearly 50% of men over 60. Swollen prostate tissue blocks the urethra, making urination difficult and uncomfortable. And the worst part is that many men ignore the early signs, thinking it's normal aging. What should you do instead? Cut out processed soy and switch to whole, testosterone-friendly proteins like eggs, salmon, sardines, and grass-fed beef. These foods support hormone production without the estrogenic effects. And if you're plant-based, go for lentils, chickpeas, and pumpkin seeds, much safer options that help your prostate rather than harm it. In the next chapter, we'll explore the second hidden food that's quietly inflaming your prostate and why it might be sitting on your breakfast table right now. Let's talk about a food many men over 50 eat every morning without thinking twice: processed meats. Bacon, sausage, ham, deli slices, they're convenient, tasty, and comforting. But here's the ugly truth. These meats are loaded with nitrates, preservatives, and inflammatory compounds that don't just affect your heart. They damage your prostate in ways most men never see coming. Nitrates, which are used to preserve color and extend shelf life, convert into nitrosamines in your body, compounds that have been linked to both prostate inflammation and prostate cancer. For aging men, this is especially dangerous. Your body's detox systems slow down with age, meaning harmful substances stay in your system longer. Over time, chronic exposure to these compounds creates low-grade inflammation in the prostate, leading to swelling, discomfort, and an increased risk of BPH and worse. But that's not all. Most processed meats also contain high levels of sodium and saturated fats, both of which contribute to poor circulation and hormonal imbalances. When blood flow to the pelvic region is compromised, not only does the prostate suffer, erectile strength, bladder control, and testosterone production take a hit. Many men assume the decline is just aging, but in reality, they're fueling the problem every morning at breakfast. So what can you eat instead? Unprocessed proteins like cage-free eggs, wild-caught salmon, or grass-fed turkey sausage are excellent alternatives. Add in greens, avocado, and olive oil to your breakfast for anti-inflammatory support. And if you enjoy savory flavors, experiment with spices like turmeric, black pepper, and oregano, which actively protect prostate health. In our next chapter, we'll reveal the third and final food, a so-called health staple that's quietly killing testosterone and inflaming your prostate from the inside out. Now, let's uncover a health trap that many well-meaning men fall into: flax seeds and certain vegetable oils like canola, soybean, and corn oil. For years, these have been marketed as heart-healthy or rich in omega-3s, but when it comes to male hormones and prostate health, the science tells a different story. If you're over 60 and trying to maintain strong testosterone levels and a calm, healthy prostate, you need to rethink these choices fast. Let's begin with flax seeds. While they do contain omega-3s, they are also extremely high in lignans, which act like phytoestrogens, just like soy. These estrogen-like compounds bind to hormone receptors and can disrupt your natural testosterone to estrogen ratio. And in men over 60, where testosterone is already declining, the extra estrogenic load from flax can push your body further out of balance. Many men trying to eat clean are unknowingly sabotaging their libido, muscle mass, and prostate by adding flax to smoothies or oatmeal. Next, the seed oils. Industrial oils like canola, soybean, and corn are heavily refined, often extracted with chemical solvents and rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which are highly inflammatory when consumed in excess. Chronic inflammation is a direct contributor to prostate swelling, urinary urgency, and nocturia, that frustrating need to get up multiple times during the night. Moreover, these oils are commonly used in fried foods, salad dressings, and packaged snacks, making them hard to avoid unless you're actively reading labels. What should you do instead? For omega-3s, choose wild-caught fish like salmon or sardines. For cooking and dressing, switch to extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil, which support hormone health and reduce inflammation. And if you're looking for seeds that support prostate health, try pumpkin seeds, which are rich in zinc, a mineral critical for testosterone production and prostate integrity. In the next chapter, I'll show you the hidden power of swapping just one food to start shrinking your prostate naturally. It's simpler than you think. After identifying the dangers of certain foods, let's pivot toward what you should be eating, especially if you're over 60 and starting to feel the effects of an aging prostate. There's one powerful group of vegetables that doesn't just protect your prostate, it helps actively shrink it, reduce inflammation, support testosterone, and detox your entire system. I'm talking about cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. Why are these vegetables so effective? It comes down to their natural compounds, especially one called sulforaphane. This compound helps your liver eliminate excess estrogen and environmental toxins that may be building up in your tissues, including your prostate. For men over 60, this detoxification is critical. As testosterone declines with age, estrogen can build up and lead to prostate enlargement, lower sex drive, and fatigue. By supporting estrogen clearance, cruciferous vegetables restore hormonal balance and can even help you sleep better at night by reducing pressure on the bladder. But the benefits don't stop there. Cruciferous vegetables also boost levels of glutathione, your body's master antioxidant. This helps calm inflammation in the urinary tract, prostate, and surrounding tissues, leading to less swelling, better urinary flow, and more comfort throughout the day. Studies also suggest sulforaphane may help reduce the risk of prostate cancer by protecting DNA and slowing the growth of abnormal cells. This is real protection from the inside out. So how do you include more of them in your diet? Try adding steamed broccoli to your lunch, a cruciferous mix to your evening stir fry, or shave Brussels sprouts into salads. Pair them with olive oil, garlic, or turmeric for added anti-inflammatory effect. And remember, consistency is key. One serving won't change everything, but a few servings every week might transform how your prostate feels and functions. Up next, we'll look at one daily drink that almost every man consumes and why it could be silently blocking your testosterone. Let's talk about something many men over 60 consume daily without a second thought, their morning beverage. Whether it's a cup of coffee, a breakfast smoothie, or even a health drink from the store, what you put into that drink could be silently reducing your testosterone, inflaming your prostate, and throwing off your hormones without warning. In fact, one seemingly healthy morning habit could be doing more harm than good. Let's begin with soy-based protein powders and milk substitutes. Many men trying to make healthier choices switch to soy milk or add plant-based protein powder to their smoothies. But as we discussed before, soy contains phytoestrogens, compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. In small amounts, this may not be harmful, but when consumed daily, especially in the morning when your body is most hormone sensitive, it can suppress testosterone production, increase estrogen dominance, and worsen symptoms like low libido, brain fog, and prostate discomfort. Another hidden danger is added sugar. Many flavored coffees, energy drinks, and breakfast smoothies are loaded with sugar, even the ones that appear natural or organic. Sugar causes spikes in insulin, and high insulin levels are directly linked to lower testosterone. Worse, sugar increases inflammation throughout the body, particularly in delicate tissues like the prostate. You may not feel it immediately, but over time, that daily sugar hit adds up, draining your energy and weakening your hormonal foundation. So what should you do instead? Start your day with black coffee, green tea, or a smoothie made with unsweetened almond milk, healthy fats like chia or flax in moderation, and testosterone-supporting nutrients like zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. If you're using protein powder, choose whey isolate or a pea-based blend with no soy or sugar. The goal is to energize your body without sabotaging your hormones. In our next chapter, we'll talk about something even more powerful. A simple habit you can do before breakfast that may reverse years of prostate stress and improve your sleep. You've probably been told that your morning sets the tone for your entire day. But if you're over 60 and struggling with prostate pressure, weak urine flow, or waking up multiple times at night, there's one habit I recommend to almost every patient, and it takes less than 5 minutes a day. This isn't a supplement, a medication, or even a food. It's a stretching and breathing routine that supports your pelvic floor, relaxes your bladder, and helps your prostate reset before your day begins. Here's the science. As we age, tension builds up in the pelvic floor muscles, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting or have poor posture. That pressure affects not just your prostate, but your bladder, lower back, and even your ability to sleep through the night. One of the most effective ways to reduce this pressure naturally is by performing gentle pelvic floor exercises combined with deep diaphragmatic breathing right after you wake up. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent and feet flat. Inhale deeply through your nose, expanding your belly. Then exhale slowly through your mouth while gently tightening your lower abdomen and pelvic floor, as if you were trying to stop the flow of urine. Do this for 10 slow breaths. Then follow with a few gentle stretches like knee to chest holds, hip circles, and light spinal twists. This routine can reduce tension, support blood flow, and help your prostate stay relaxed and nourished. Why does this matter? Because an inflamed or pressured prostate doesn't just cause discomfort, it disrupts your hormones, affects your confidence, and robs you of restful sleep. By resetting your pelvic muscles in the morning, you may sleep better at night, experience fewer urges to urinate, and reduce inflammation long term. And here's the best part. It costs nothing and only takes a few minutes. In our final chapter, we'll put it all together with a complete plan for reclaiming prostate health, vitality, and strength at any age. Let's bring everything together. If you're a man over 60 and you're tired of waking up multiple times a night, struggling with pressure, weak flow, or low energy, then the time to act is now, not later. Because your prostate health doesn't just affect your bladder. It impacts your hormones, your confidence, your relationships, and even your mental clarity. But the good news? Most men are just a few consistent habits away from lasting relief and renewed vitality. Here's the simple plan. First, eliminate the daily triggers. Reduce or remove dairy, processed red meats, soy-based health foods, excessive caffeine, and sugary breakfast drinks. These are the top contributors to inflammation, hormonal imbalance, and nighttime urgency. Replace them with powerful alternatives. Leafy greens, zinc-rich seeds, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, and healthy fats from avocado and olive oil. These not only reduce prostate inflammation, but help balance testosterone naturally. Second, start your day with purpose. Before you even eat breakfast, do your 5-minute pelvic reset routine, deep breathing, light stretches, and mindful muscle activation. Follow it with a prostate-friendly meal rich in vitamin D, magnesium, and fiber. Avoid sitting too long during the day, stay hydrated with water, not sugary drinks, and get at least 20 minutes of sunlight or movement daily. This basic routine reawakens circulation, regulates hormones, and helps your prostate function like it did decades ago. And finally, stay consistent. Real change doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen over 30, 60, 90 days of showing up for yourself. Keep your mornings clean, your meals simple, and your movement daily. Your prostate is not doomed to decline. With the right support, it can heal, restore, and thrive. If you found this guide helpful, consider sharing it with a friend or family member who may be struggling in silence. Let's normalize prostate health and empower men to take back control of their bodies one morning at a time.